Which button?
You always push a button. Come on.
It's a green door button.
Yes, that button. Sorry, I thought that. I was thinking that's more of a switch. Oh, dearie me. Anyway,
Either push it in or pull it out. It's a button.
And he was thinking, oh god, no. As if preserve us. God damn it. Where is it? Where is it? What am I doing? I gotta get all my things. I'm not ready. I thought it was at 10 o'clock, not 8. I'm dumb. Okay. Okay, so I can close that. I close that.
Just calm down.
No, I can't. I can't calm down.
It's okay. Not everybody's as energetic. Skull.
I'm kind of sad that we lost our gnome, whose actual name escapes me because I never bothered with that. I was too busy having fun. Come on.
I'm gonna say Randall.
She might be back if this lasts another session.
Who knows? Possibly. We'll find out. Hopefully. I'm having fun. Okay, so I have that, I have this, I have those, I have these. I don't need the music thing open. I need in there D&D character sheets. No, not Alcaron. Mars. Sunless Citadel. Okay. Open his character sheet too. I'm losing my mind. Move this here. Yep, there we go. Second modder. We pause that because I don't need that open. Okay, panic receding.
Out of curiosity.
Okay.
Just how many tabs do you have opened up right now?
3.
Okay.
3 and 3 windows. So 2 tabs on one window, 1 tab on another, and the other one's the character sheet. I was just opening a ton of shit too, so that's why things bugged out if they bugged out.
Hmm.
Okay.
I guess I can close out my Domino's tab since that pizza arrived.
Okay. Freaky's ready. Had a small panic attack, but he's ready.
Why is Mars so panicky again? I mean, he got through the traps and stuff and is fine.
I mean, I'm panicky right now. If you're wondering, like, why was he so cautious, it's because Mars studies magic. Certain kinds of magics. And he knows what kind of shit that can do.
Yeah.
And
Does he, though? He's just getting into the stuff. Does he, though?
he's book boy. He's got 20 intelligence, so yeah, he is book boy. He knows things.
How did you get 20 with the 27-point buy?
Because I had 2 points to pour in with half elf, and I poured some points in with the point buy, and here I have it written down somewhere.
Point buy would only get you to 15.
No, it wouldn't.
On any stat.
We had 27 point buy, you said?
Yes.
And we start at 8 on all stats?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. The thing is that at least with base 5e rolls, you can only go up to 15 with point buy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Before your racial.
Before racial, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish someone had told me that.
It's a fine time to learn.
So let's see. It was Strength 8, Dex 10, Con 13, Intelligence 16, +2 from half elf.
What? How are you getting a +2 on intelligence as a half elf?
Because you pour both points into intelligence. You get 2 points to allocate wherever you want from half elf.
You're supposed to put those in 2 different stats.
Doesn't say you have to. Just says you have 2 points to put in any stat of your choice. Wisdom 14, Charisma 14 +2. Now, I really wish someone had told me about the point buy thing! Okay, so... God damn it. I have to rewrite this whole fucking character sheet now. Second session ever, no one explained point buy properly. Okay. Okay, so here it is. So, intelligence... Oh wait, so intelligence is 18. Not 20. What was the other one from? Oh wait. This is the wrong character sheet! That's the one from Strad, where I rolled. God damn it.
Yeah, and as far as the half-elf ability score increase, you do need to choose 2 ability scores to put those 1 points.
Right, okay, so what is... It was 15, you said?
Yep.
So you could have a 16 int.
Oh, I can... 16... Oh yeah, that's true, because I get 1 from that. Okay, so it was 28, 27, 26, 25, so 3.
Similar to 20, but not quite the same.
Anyway, so I have 3 to work with.
What is this? Resistant.
Oh god.
If you're having trouble, you could just use the standard array, which is 27.5 of 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
Nope. Okay, so I put 2 into strength, so he's lost that -1, is now at 0. And, I guess we'll just put that last one into Constitution. I guess? Let me check my general notes. See if that does a thing. There we go. Yep, Constitution is now +2. There it is. There we go. Problem fixed. I completely fucked up on my spell save DC like 4 times anyway, so it's fine. Only got 1 successful spell out of that. Okay, so now he's at... Wait, what the fuck? No. 10 strength, thank you. So 10 strength, 10 dexterity, 14 constitution, 16 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 16 charisma. So he's put his points into intelligence and charisma. What is that talking about yet? I will bite his shit. Anyway. I'm done losing my fucking mind now.
It's okay. We understand.
Oh god, but all those fucking skill check. Well, Mars was having a good day. Not anymore. Shit went down.
He was touched by Chris Angel and had his mind blown.
Oh no. God damn it. I wish somebody had warned me! I like emulated his stats from a roll, because I rolled his stats for a different campaign. He said, oh, point buy system. Okay, well let me add these up. Oh yeah, I can actually get the same stats I had, but I can even have a little more! Yay! But nope. But nope. What are they barking at? One more. Like, are we doing something right now, or can I go and see what the dog's barking at?
Yeah, go for it. Looking for an extra player.
Cool. Oh, that reminds me. Well, no, I don't think he'd have the character ready, would he? I could ask Caliber Pop-Tart if he wants to be the heel
Just ask
slut.
him anyway.
Yep. Because whoever I get is going to have to get that character together anyway.
Yeah.
Let me see if I'm... Actually, I'll badger him on Steam, because he doesn't answer his goddamn Discord.
And apparently we have several characters already made if he wants to just jump into one of them.
Yeah, I know he's got he's making a campaign that he's DMing, so he's got a bunch of characters. Okay.
And he said...
I'm still typing at him. I'm asking him right now as we speak. D&D session is happening. Is your heel slut ready? Okay, so let's see if I can... You mind if I invite him to the server?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. He does know D&D-5E. He's DMing. He's getting ready to DM a campaign when everyone else gets their goddamn character sheets ready.
Yeah, and doesn't mess up on the point buy.
Yeah! That'd be nice. Hi, Pop-Tart! God fucking damn it!
Welcome, Caliber.
Hello.
This is Caliber Pop-Tart. He will be our heel slut.
Let's see. Let me find it.
For what it's worth, I'm actually playing a cleric.
Yeah, also there's the... Oh, we don't need a cleric anymore? You said?
Yeah, Tannen is new to the group, so he heard that we needed some heals in here, so...
Okay.
It's okay, we could totally play with 2 cleric.
We
Nope,
can.
can't do it. It's physically impossible.
I mean, we can.
Don't worry. I'm not even a cleric. I'm a druid.
That's fine too.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got like a heel slut that can maul things as a bear.
Not yet.
Okay, well the good news is everything went horribly wrong last time when we realized we were critically underprepared. So underprepared. So we have an excuse to skitter back to town, get more resources, and meet new people.
What are you talking about? Krogar was fine.
He was fine. That's
Give
true.
me a second to rummage my shit because I'm world's skinniest neckbeard.
So yes, basically, it was we had our ranger and our fighter. They were the prepared ones. That just sort of said skeletons, conk, victory, while the rest of us floundered around.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so who all is missing from the previous party right now?
Rogue, our monk, and our fighter.
Okay, so we've lost Soldier Boy, Posey, and our monk. That's how I know them. God damn it.
At least you know Posey's name.
That's true, but that's because Posey was a very fun character. I like the idea of the road.
No one introduced themselves.
we did it off camera. We did it off camera in the camp.
Let's see. There it goes.
I love the idea of the rogue that never stops talking, though. It was very funny. It was good for Mars, because he's the exact kind of character who would just listen to people ramble on forever. He's the guy where, like, there's the old man's like, oh, back in my day, the damn kids didn't... And he would be listening. He was born a crotchety old man. He'd be bitching about the younger generation, too. And he is the younger generation!
That's one character concept I would
Oh.
like to play as.
What?
The aged old wizard who got feeble-minded by his
You got what?
feeble-minded by his apprentice.
Oh,
So he has
God.
to start all over again.
Oh, God. Mind crush. No. I'm already 87 years old. God damn it.
Gotta start all this bullshit again.
Awesome, save me.
Got feeble-minded, lost his spellbook,
Oh, God.
having to start all over again.
Oh my God, and he actually turns out, it's like, he's actually like a really super accomplished wizard that's actually a few thousand years old but doesn't really remember it properly, so it has like this cool story of like there's this wizard of legend that he doesn't recognize or know, and it's actually him.
Bonus points if he was originally the big bad.
Ooh, delicious. Excellent. I mean, I built Mars to be a character that can go either way, really. He could end up being a big bad or not. That's what I wrote him for.
He's originally from Curse of Strahd. Is that
Oh,
yes?
What, Mars? Yeah, he was originally made with Curse of Strahd in mind, which is his aesthetic. That's why he's got, you know, the 1800s cane and top hats and coat shenanigans happening.
Yeah, I sent a forest gnome druid. That's happy-go-lucky into draw domain.
Yeah.
My character's just a rambler that just won't shut up.
Oh my God, we got a replacement. And then Posey comes back. We've replaced you, it seems. Hi, my name's Oh, hello, nice to meet you.
But it's only with specific content.
Oh God, now it's stupid. It's stupid in stereo. What's stereo? Something extra plain Arto task.
So you'd ramble on about trees and how they reproduce.
How trees reproduce. Have you ever seen acorns? Acorns are really cool. You know acorns are baby trees?
Flowers have genders.
They do. They do.
Let's see.
And Mars just dies of the stupid. That's okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backup characters. They're ready to go. It's fine.
I'm
Also,
happy.
was Moon Elf an allowed race?
That would be just a high elf type. So you choose high elf, and it's just a blue skinned high elf.
Alright.
Yeah. It's part of high elf.
I think.
Kinda hoping that tomorrow in the Out of the Abyss campaign, my character dies.
You kind of hope that what happens to your character? Why? What now?
Because my backup character for that campaign, since it's currently a dwarven battle rager, part of Bruner's group from Gauntlgrim, if he dies, I'll be playing as a kobold cavalier / ranger
Interesting.
who rides around on a deep rothe.
A deep rothe. I don't know what
By
it is.
the way, Freaky.
Hmm.
Do I just put components pouch, or do I have to like list them out?
I would assume you can use an arcane focus. Is that correct, DM of DMs?
That is correct.
Okay. So that means you would have like your gnarled staff thing or something like that.
I have a conch shell.
Excellent. It's a magic conch. Oh, create a powerful magic conch. Should I blight this fool? Yes. Blight!
A deep Rothe is basically a Underdark owl.
Oh, is it one of those? Is it the giant like beetle things that they milk for bug juices?
That's what you think it is, but it looks a lot like a very shaggy looking ox. Instead of is your standard size ox, it's only medium size.
So it actually looks like a cow. It's not a giant bug thing.
But they do have the innate ability to cast dancing lights to communicate with each other.
Wow.
Which is idiotic in the Underdark because having light signals go on and off in the Underdark, that's just signals to all the predators, hey,
Jumped by a giant spider. The other cats are coming, run!
Alright, attack bonus is proficiency bonus and whatever stat is used for it.
Are you making your character sheet in Roll20?
No.
You should be making it in Roll20.
Okay.
We need to invite you to the game now that I think about it, don't we?
As soon as you hop into the game, there'll be a thing called the Character Mancer in your character sheet. Just use that.
By the way, Pop-Tart, sorry for dropping you in here like this. Jesserith is the DM.
It'll make it so much easier. It'll allow you to calculate your point by that much faster.
The point by. God damn it.
Alright, I'm in. Let's see.
So, who wants to discuss the pitfalls of the astral plane? Cuts to just the party.
Alright, how do I join?
Never been.
It's terrible.
How do I join the game?
How does Pop-Tart join? That is the question.
How do you what?
How does Pop-Tart join the Roll20 session?
Oh,
By
I
clicking
have
the
put the
link
link in the Discord.
in the Discord.
It is pinned.
Launch game?
Yep.
What if I come back from the bathroom and I look at my chats?
There you go.
2-minute warning, everyone.
And you open up the journal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Find your character sheet. Go click it. And I'll ask you whether or not you want to use the Character Mancer. Use the Character Mancer.
Use the Character Mancer.
Oh yeah, Pop-Tart, do you remember the details I shared with you before? The, like, why you might be here?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I even decided on, like, one for why I'm here.
Yeah. The mystery, the money, the challenge, maybe all three, maybe two of them. Maybe none of them.
No, because my captain got stabbed by a kraken.
Oh yeah! We're going with that, aren't we? It's better than explaining how you escaped an aboleth.
Really? The fact that there's magical tree that produces magical fruit has no interest to a druid?
That's true.
It's an ocean druid.
Oh, okay.
It's not a magical seaweed stock, so he doesn't give a fuck.
Indeed.
And Mars has a little detail about said fruit that would just crush that hope and dream very quickly.
It fixed the dwarf's back.
It did. But think about how it could have done that with the information that we have. Just saying, when necromancy's involved and things are getting healed, something else is dying. That's how necromancy do.
I'm just gonna laugh when this campaign is over and we've unleashed a terrible evil upon the world.
Yeah, maybe. For some reason, a Serac was down there.
Nope.
I said, for some reason, don't shoot holes in my terrible logic.
More than likely, something like Strahd.
Maybe it's, was it the Gulthian seed or something like that? It was in...
Gulthiax tree.
Yeah, it was in High Rollers D&D. There was like this vampire dryad and this tree, and they were feeding blood into it to summon some vampire fey lord or some shit. I can't remember.
I have 6 to charisma.
You have what?
I have a 6 in charisma.
Oh. That's...
Using point buy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, using point buy.
Okay.
And again,
Yeah, -2 to charisma.
so I can have a +4 to wisdom.
Are you recreating Hito the shitbird?
She never sent in the character sheet for that.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, 6 charisma druid.
I'm not sure people understand how.
I vaguely understood it, but one major detail slipped past that I will be salty about for the rest of my natural life. Okay.
The minimum stat in point buy is an 8. The only way you get a 6 is if you play a kobold and put 8 in strength.
Oh, you can't, like, reduce...
No.
Oh, that's sad. That makes point buy
Because
less
only
fun.
kobold has a stat adjustment of -2 to strength.
Dang. I didn't even know kobold was official.
It is. It's in Volo's Guide to Everything.
Ah.
Wait, freak, you just...
Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Yeah.
No. Wait.
What were you asking, Potato?
Just to be sure that I'm not being stupid, point buy system means that I can just adjust which, how many points are in which.
Yeah.
I have... Okay, making sure.
So basically...
All stats start at 8, and then you add a point each up to 13. So once the stat
Wait, I
is
thought it was 15.
the points no longer count as a single point. They start counting as 2 points.
Can you take
To a max of 15.
away from stats that are at 8?
No.
No. The
In which case-
lowest you can start with is 8. The highest you can start with is 15. With D&D-5E point buy before racial modifiers.
In which case, you're going to have to give me a second because Ricky did not explain this to me.
No one explained it to me either.
It's why I suggested just using the Character Mancer, because in the Character Mancer it gives you the option of point buy, and then all you have to do is select, and I'll do the calculations for you for your stats.
Okay, I may have foobarred this horribly then. Okay, so 10 strength, 10 dexterity, 14 constitution now, 16 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 16 charisma. I feel like I've foobarred this horribly now, because I'm hearing like 3 different rulings on how this works.
Okay, tell me those stats without the racial fires.
Okay, so I'm gonna look this up
Just
again.
take it out.
So where do I click to turn on the point buy system?
When it asks you how you want to do your stats, do you want to roll them? Do you use the standard array? There'll be an option in the list that you can select from that says point buy.
Okay, well the good news is you also get a
I
plus
did
2
not
charisma.
see any sort of list.
I have a.
Also, I noticed you half elves get plus 2 to charisma in addition to
It might be after opening up, selecting your race and whatnot in class. It might be after that I'll do the point by whatnot.
Yeah, you don't get to the point buy until you get to the ability scores tab in the character manager. And okay, Freaky. Well, so you get the half elf. You get two charisma, and what are the two other stats you're increasing by 1?
Yeah. Okay, I did that.
Oh, what are the other 2 stats?
Okay, so plus 2 to charisma. I end up putting 1 into strength. Or wait. Okay, so the stats I put into because that was the point buy. So that would mean I put it into. Okay, yeah, I put it into strength and dexterity. I don't know.
Intelligence.
Okay, so what would you want to put in? So I mean, obviously you want to put in intelligence so you can be super smart.
Yeah, he has 16 intelligence now. He gained the plus 1 there.
All right.
From his racial. The other one, I guess, went into charisma because that one's 16.
Well, you get plus 2 for your.
You're right.
You could have had 14 in there.
Yeah, that means I put the rest into strength and dexterity, and balanced it out with my remaining points that I had to deduct from intelligence.
Okay.
I may have foobarred this.
Okay, so let's just go through this, you and I, from step 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's first decide what 2 stats do you want to increase other than charisma. So we probably want intelligence, and what was the other one?
Okay, so intelligence, and I guess I'd have to put it into strength.
Okay.
I suggest Dex or Con as a wizard.
Oh wait, yeah, I did put it into Constitute. Okay, so it was Intelligence, Constitution.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that... okay, cool. So, I'm assuming you want to go up to a 15 with your intelligence, so you start off with a 16, correct?
Okay, now that's the information I needed, because the other guy said 13 was the cap, and that's what made me think I foobarred my math.
Which is from 1 point to 2 points, because once you reach 13, that is a total of 5 points. Then, if you want to bump it up to 14, that's a total of 7 points, and then 9 points for 15 in a stat.
Yeah.
How it does the calculations.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Alright,
so you could have a 15, 15, 15, and the other stats would all be 8s.
Yeah.
Or 15, 14, 14, and then 10, 8, 8.
And well, it sounds like you want to be charismatic as well.
Yeah, right? He's a roguish wizard, basically. He had to do a lot of sneaking around and talking people out of, no, this isn't a skeleton. What do you mean by the grave robbings? No.
So if we move that up to 12 with your racial, that makes it a 14.
Yeah.
Does that sound okay so far?
Okay, so at this time, we have charisma, so 8 plus 2, 10. Then we're pumping the other... Well, first we're... Damn it! I'm confusing myself! So, okay. That's the thing you said.
Mm-hmm.
So, it would be better that we apply the racial bonuses last, because those modify on top of the points we put in.
Yes.
Right. Though you know, you can keep in the back of your head, oh, well, I have X in this one, and I get a +1 or +2, so I don't need to go up to a higher value to reach what I want.
How many points do I have again?
27.
Thank you.
So, 27, so here's what I'm going to do.
16.
So 27 minus 4, because I put 2 into strength and dexterity.
Okay.
Okay, so then there was Constitution. Constitution, I'm putting...
Wait, is it a max of 15 or 16?
Max of 15.
Yep.
Okay, so then I'm down to 18, because I start putting into Constitution from there to get the 14. So, okay, we spent 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then 6? Or maybe I'm insane. I'm losing my mind. I can't do math anymore.
Have you have your strength and dexterity both at 10?
Yeah,
correct?
So that's +2 to both of those.
And you're making your Constitution a 13, so with your racial bonus, it'll go up to a 14?
Yep.
Correct?
Yes.
Alright, so you've used 9 points so far.
Okay, so we've used 19. I have 19 left, or I've used...
With Dex, Strength, Dex, and Constitution, you have used 9.
Okay.
Which means you have 18 left.
Okay, my math is correct. I'm going insane.
If you want to start off with as high as possible score in intelligence, you're gonna have to spend another 9 points, which will give you 9 points left.
Yep. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and do that to put me at 15 intelligence, and then the racial bonus of +1.
Alright.
Then we have the wisdom score, which is 14. So that's
Okay,
another
to
6
14?
deducted. Yep.
Okay.
So that's another 6 deducted.
14 would be 7.
Yeah.
That's another 7 deducted.
Which leaves you 2 points left.
Leaves me 2 points left. So 8.
And they can become 10.
Yeah, and 8 becomes 10. And then it becomes a 12.
Yes.
Okay, so where did I get those extra 4 points from?
7,
Okay. So
6.
okay, I've screwed something up here. So we're gonna drop strength back to 8.
Alright.
And add the other 2 onto charisma. Bring that up to 12.
Sure.
And then 12, 13, 14. Okay. So then we have... Isn't it... Wisdom. I might be crazy here. What is... Give me your general notes. So...
Wisdom, Street Smart.
Wisdom is currently 14, which is where that's supposed to be. 60. Okay, so as things are now, 8.
So
10.
now I add my my racial bonuses for being a high elf.
Yep.
What's my dex of 14? Intelligence 11.
So I have 1 point left to put in. So strength is 8, dex is 10. So that's 2, and con 13. So that's 5, 6, 7. God damn it. 14.
Would a spear go off my strength score, or is it
spear?
a yeah
Simple weapon.
Spear is strength, yes.
All right. Holy shit! Dumb.
If you go quarterstaff or club, it could run off of wisdom with a shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write these numbers out properly because my brain is incapable of doing this right now, and I don't know why. Okay, so 3.
Because it's math and D&D.
The problem is I'm actually really good at math in games like this usually. 7. Okay, I figured out where I'm dumb. For some reason I had a +1 to con when I didn't have the means to do that. Okay, so...
Well, I thought you put one of your racial bonuses to con.
I thought I did too. Okay, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so as we've gone out, 8 strength, 10 dexterity, 13 constitution, 15 intelligence, 6... Wait, what? What the fuck have I clicked? What have I typed here? No! Okay. 15 wisdom. And 12 charisma. This is without racial bonuses. +1 to intelligence, +1 to wisdom. Then there's the +2 to charisma from the racial. So that means I have 2 points left to throw at things. Supposedly.
I think you're 2 points over.
I might be. So let's see.
What was your? What did you say your wisdom score was?
The wisdom is 14. God damn it. Okay, what am I looking at here? I'm looking at wisdom 14. Okay. So that would mean the wisdom is 13 plus 1, becoming 14. So that means that's 5 points in wisdom. Okay, so strength is 10. That's 2-point investment. Constitution is 13. That's 5-point investment. Intelligence is 15. That's 7 points investment.
Nope, that is a 9-point investment.
Wait, okay, you have to... Okay, so it is you have to invest 2 points to get past a certain number?
Yeah, there's a calculator if you want to use that.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point buy system? Can I just fucking roll? Can someone just fucking shoot me?
I mean, I would say, like, as you have it right now, if you have an 8 strength, 10 dexterity, 14 con, 16 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 14 charisma after your racial bonuses, you're good.
Okay. I'm going insane right now.
Yeah, go ahead and look on Discord and use the calculator, since...
Yeah, let's just do that, shall we? Okay, here we go. Let's just make life easier for everyone.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. I'm 3 points over, is what that means.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I believe you had it so you only had a 12 in charisma, and then you just used the +2 to get up to a 14. At least at one point.
I'm going insane. Okay. So, charisma's 14 right now, and that bumps up to 16 with the racial bonus.
Correct.
Wisdom is 13, +1 with racial bonus, so it's 13 right now. Intelligence is 15, racial bonus to 16. Constitution is 14. Did I put that in? Did I screw that up?
Let's see.
Okay. So, dropping Constitution to 12, which I think was its original score, but I was stupid and changing it on the main character sheet while trying to do calculations and listen to what everyone else was doing. Okay.
Inside.
8 strength.
Such.
If you filled on your scores, Pop-Tart, I'm not going to confuse him, though. I'm confusing myself.
Yep,
okay.
I did.
Sorry, yes. 8 strength, 10 dexterity, 12 constitution, 15 intelligence, 13 wisdom, 14 charisma, 27 out of 27 points.
14 strength, 14 dexterity, 14 constitution, 11 intelligence, 15 wisdom, 10 charisma.
Now, the great thing about this, now that you figured out your stat, you've just comprised yourself of the standard array.
Lovely!
Which was the numbers I told you just to use.
Yeah! Yeah, I know! I caught on to that, thank you!
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
Just learned an important lesson today.
Yeah.
The important lesson is fuck point buy.
It's one of the most difficult ones to comprehend, while the standard array is easy.
No, I'd rather the cruel hand of fate giving me 4 intelligence than this shit. You can't do that because I picked the highest number, but who knows, I'll roll all 4s. I don't think that's possible. My point is, for fuck's sake.
I don't trust Roll20 to roll stats.
It's done me right so far.
Why do you think I have an entire big bag of dice right here?
Yeah.
I maybe have 1 d6 in my entire house, and I have no idea where it is. Anyway.
That's because you swoop.
I do! Get used to it. Fuck's
Do
sake.
you not own a Yahtzee game?
Nope.
Okay.
Our board games rotted away to dust decades ago.
Yahtzee's more of a dice game than a board game.
My point stands. We've moved 18 times in my life. We lose a lot of things.
All right. What's our progression on the characters so far?
So mine are clean and clear. So 14, 15, 16, 13 to 14, 15 to 16, 12 is 12, 10 is 10, 8 is 8. Okay, so I fixed the fucking nightmare. Fuck the point buy system forever. Freaky rolls or standards arrays from now to the end of time. For fuck's sake.
So Tannen's good. How about you, Caliber?
Hey, you're just gonna have to give me an extra minute.
I don't blame you.
It's nothing big. Let's see. What the fuck?
Alright, well, we are kind of an hour past.
Oh, God.
I'm hard stop at 11. So it probably is a good idea if we kind of skip around since it's a one-shot, so that we end up where you guys left off last time, so that we don't kind of waste a lot of time.
God damn it!
This is a dungeon crawl, basically. And the first session, we did a lot of role-playing. We did a lot of just getting into the story. But just so you guys know, there's a pair of twins that have been abducted or just went into an adventure and never came back. Their mother is paying good gold in order to get them back safely, or at the very least get their signet rings back. Another thing that's going on is that the town of Oakhurst, periodically every midsummer, there is a group of goblins that come by, and they are selling a pristine apple, and that apple is reported to have healing properties. They found that a dwarf was able to purchase that last session and cured all of his ailments, but they didn't actually find out anything more about the origination of this said apple. So the only clue they really had was to go to this place called the Sunless Citadel. It's basically a fortress that had sunken into the ground. Apparently there were there was volcanic activity in the area several decades, if not hundreds of years ago. And this is the first that anyone has been able to actually see at least a portion of it. So the group descended down into a crevasse, basically went down through a set of stairs and into a courtyard, crumbling stone courtyard with ramparts and such, and made their way into a tower. They went into a room that had slits, basically murder holes, set up with skeleton archers behind them. But they were lucky enough to find a secret door and
press the button.
Yeah, they pressed the button, which actually saved probably at least half of your party's lives. And then that's where they left off. So they basically only got into the first room of the dungeon last session.
We also fought rats and our monk fell down a hole.
Yeah, so just getting to the first room, they did have quite a few altercations with the revenue.
So, a big question here. How exactly am I going to fit into all this?
We went back to town for supplies, found you, the other two fucked off, welcome back. Skeletons are hurt by blunt damage, the apple is necromancy. For fuck's sake, whatever you do, watch where you're going, there's traps everywhere. Boom, we're back in the room. Long rest. Am I right? I don't know.
I mean, sounds good to me.
Was that the right plot synopsis? I'm worried about how strapped for time we are now.
Well, if we're already back in that room, let's go and be like, well, you certainly know how to make a dwarf feel at home. Just looking at this underground structure.
I hate myself now. Okay.
I cannot see for what it is worth.
Yep, I'm gonna drag you over in just a moment.
Cool. Sweet. Thank you.
Absolutely. So when we do have a pick of Circe, I'll be able to drag them off.
You might want to watch your step right there.
If I look at where they're pointing, do I see anything?
Yeah, there's actually a what looks to be 2 trapdoors that have since sunken in, and there is a great deal of rubble and debris that is 10 feet down from that hole. And inside you see a few skeletons in there.
Yep. That looks like that'll cause a bit of trouble.
We did, in fact, get a long rest, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you went back to town, you told of your stories, the others left, and there just happened to be a couple other adventurers nearby.
Okay.
Anxious.
Who ended up winning the drinking contest?
Oh yeah, should we roll Constitution saves?
Yeah, it was up to you.
Should we? I know Morris was in it. I got a 5! Watch your step. Whee! It happened before the long rest. He's just hungover. Mars
Over
lost.
there's where I press the button.
Mars lost. I'm going to deduct 10 gold from him, by the way. Because he tried to make it interesting. There we go. Now he has 44. We're in the room. Where's
And this is where we end up leaving off.
Well, I suppose we might as well keep on going. And
where's
I'll
Pop-Tarts?
pound on this door.
Guys?
Where's what?
Pop-Tart?
Oh, he has not provided us with a token yet, so...
Oh.
Do you want me to go ahead and just grab one? What race are you?
Yeah, sure, I'd appreciate that. I'm a moon elf. A breed high elf.
It's blue.
Blue got to be that.
Hail. Not very many people I've seen play the Shadakai elf.
You said not many people or a lot of people?
Not very many I've seen.
Maybe it's too edgy. Like, people like edgy things, but it's like way too edgy, and they just go for drow instead, because drow are cooler. Because, like, you know, the Shadowcow are those kids at Hot Topic that the other goth kids avoid because they're just too edgy. I'm not offending when I rolled in with a necromancer. You know where I stand.
It would have only been better if you were also Shadakai.
No! I like Dapper Gent. Yeah, so here are the skeletons. Hope to make some of these one day. Moving on. Push the button. Pull the lever, Krug.
I believe we're going to open the door.
Yep.
Morris is now infinitely less cautious, as he feels a strange sense of urgency.
All right. Are you actually going to open the door?
Yeah.
All right. The door is actually unlocked, so it does give to your pressure.
Sweet. I'll take long enough to like poke my head in, look left and right. Do I see anything in particular?
Okay.
Another door over there.
Yeah. So the first thing that you do notice is just more and more of these crumbled rocks. As soon as the door opens, it actually wafts out just pungent, almost acrid decay and dust. It just goes right into your mouth, and you just kind of have like a dry mouth, and just all into your beard. Just this gray dust flows out, almost as if there was some pressure built up in this room for some reason, and when you opened it up, just released it.
Ha! You look like a Drugar now.
But basically, you see the masonry walls of this. It's as you can see, about 20 feet wide. Everything is in poor repair, and you can see it at the far end towards the south. It's all collapsed, and filling the section down below there is just larger chunks of this rubble. And over on the western wall, it's in a bit better shape. It looks like there's a stone door that has a rearing dragon that's carved in as a relief on it. And that's about all you see from here.
All right, I'll cough, pat off my beard, step in, and then make my way over to the door, and I'll inspect this engraving.
As you get closer to this door, it's actually pretty ornate. The closer you get to it, the more fine detail that this dragon head has in it. In fact, one of those details is that it actually has a single keyhole situated directly in the center of this rearing dragon's open mouth.
DM?
Yes?
Is this the direction I felt the necrotic presence coming from last session?
No, that would have been the secret door that we opened.
Okay, good. Carry on.
Finally, some good craftsmanship. I don't suppose you gents found a key last time?
No, can't say we have.
Not that I know of.
I mean, if I test the door, does it give away at all?
It actually does not budge at all.
You said the door was ornate.
There was another door in that last room. Perhaps we check that way, find the key.
You said the door was
like a good plan.
You said the door was like ornate. Does it have writing on it?
There is no visible writing on it.
Any imagery of gods or anything of that sort?
Only of a dragon's roaring head.
Right, doesn't look unique, just looks like, oh, dragons are cool. Or should I roll a history?
Drogar will open this door.
Mars is now alone.
Yeah, nothing of significance about that that dragon head other than it's finely crafted. As you get closer to the door that's in the main room here, you notice that one is indeed locked.
This one is also locked?
This one?
This one right here, that Trogar.
Okay.
Is.
I wish Soldier Boy was here. He could probably knock this down.
Well, yeah, how sturdy does this door ahead of us look?
It actually has a bit of damage to the edges. In fact, the hinges look slightly cracked as well. So you think this might not be too difficult.
Better question. What's the door made out of?
Give me
His crowbar?
Someone had a crowbar. I heard that much, and I heard what was the door made
Better
of.
question. What's the door made out of?
Wood. Oak.
Oh.
So why don't we just kick this in?
I mean, if we can't, I may
But
have
I got
fix
a
for
crowbar. We could just pry it off the hinges.
Yes, but we have feet and boots
But
that are made of iron.
Elf, calm yourself. He has a crowbar. It is a tool. Let the man work.
Can I fit my crowbar in between one of the hinges?
Yes, you can.
We'll
need an strength athletics check with advantage.
Stand over here.
9! I got a 9 with a crowbar.
Well, so as you push the crowbar into the side of the wood, a piece of the wood just planks out, splinters, and it breaks off, but you can tell the door doesn't.
DM question.
That did not work.
Yes.
Now do we kick it in?
DM, I have a question.
Okay.
Is necrotic damage in this world life drain specifically, or is it decay?
Is it decay?
Yeah, does it decay? Oh. Does it decay living and once living matter?
Some does.
Does it drain life?
Yeah, it depends on the actual verbiage of that necrotic damage. Some monsters have it specifically done for that. But as far as what necrotic damage you can do with your spell, I assume Toll the Dead or something like that.
Yeah, it's wisdom save, so probably not.
Yeah, so no.
All right.
Yeah, you're doing it all wrong. Let me get in there. And so like I have proficiency in like blacksmith tools and jeweler's tools and that sort of thing. Could I take like a light hammer and just try and like bounce the pin out of the hinge?
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and use your tools proficiency to do that.
Okay, and what stat should I use for that? Strength or?
I think that's dexterity.
Yeah,
but I'll if you can explain how you would use strength to do that, which is pretty easy, then.
Well, you know, it's kind of like I'm assuming it's kind of rusted, so you really have to put a lot of force into that in order to actually make the pin move.
All right, I'm sold. Go for it.
Okay.
Hey. I love this
plan. All right. So Aldrich uses some gadgets that you've never seen a dwarf use before, probably because you have never been to a smithy and actually looked at what they do. But regardless, as you see a little ball-peen hammer come out, and you see the dwarf like concentrating, a bead of sweat rolls down the side of his cheek, and after about a minute, he manages, and you hear "ah-ha," and then the door kind of slams down on the side, and just at the last second, it rips from the side of the door frame, and the door starts coming down towards Aldrich.
I would like to step to the side.
He easily steps to the side, the door slams on the ground, and a cloud of smoke or of dust appears, exposing the hallway to the west.
All right, and I'll put away my tools and then, you know, just put my hands together, dust them off, and
someone tells me that this place hasn't had a maid in a while.
You're not wrong.
You know, if that did not work, I had one thing else I could have done.
Kick it in?
No. Burn it down with my breath.
That would be a waste. Let us move
forward. Doesn't anybody have a tinderbox? Actually, now that I think about it.
I do.
Well, then I guess it's kind of made useless by him.
Alright. DM, I see 3 doors.
Yeah, so in this chamber, as it goes to the west, you see 3 doors ahead. This chamber is actually a lot less dusty than the other chambers previously.
And are we noticing like the same sort of like rubble and breakage that we would?
No, not in this section.
No, it's kind of looking. I was like, looks like this bit held up a little bit better than the rest. Good stone here.
So, Maris, where'd you get the hat?
Well,
from a haberdashery, I'm guessing.
Precisely, yes. Custom made.
And the cane?
Again, custom made. I come from came from a rather rich family. Moving on.
Can tell.
I'd rather not.
This door locked?
That door is not locked.
Krogar would like to open said door.
Okay. The door opens rather easily.
Or standing extra tall and dapper now that someone has complimented his hat.
All right. Inside, actually, before you go in, let me just describe what you see. Or are you
Get
just...
that back here, Krogar.
Huh?
So
Get that token back here, Krogar.
Right. You see crudely executed symbols and glyphs, scribed in bright green dye. They decorate this large and irregularly shaped crumbling chamber. There's a large pit in the center that shows evidence of a recent fire. There's a metallic cage in the middle of the southern wall, and it contains a gaping hole and stands empty. And there's a small wooden bench that's draped with green cloth. It's next to this cage. There's several objects that are resting on it. And there's a bedroll that lies near the wooden bench, and the sound of whimpering comes from inside it.
Do I recognize these symbols at all? Like, is this like religious in any way?
You are welcome to... Let's see. Does anyone speak Draconic or...
The Dragonborn does.
Draconic?
Yeah, Draconic.
The Dragonborn does. Indeed, speak Draconic.
Oh. Boris says to our dwarven friend in Dwarvish, "You speak the language of dragons." That was just a side joke. Carry on.
Basically, they are paying homage to the dragons, as apparently they are being worshipped in this particular area.
Oh, there are kobolds in here?
So what... Actually, are you seeing down here?
I see what looks to be a little red kobold there, yes.
Well, then the answer to your question is yes.
Elf, Trogar, did you see the kobold? Wait, does he know what a kobold is off the top of his head? Should I roll for that?
Roll for what? What are you doing?
Should I roll to know it's a kobold, or does he know what a kobold is?
Actually, you should roll. Go ahead and give me a nature.
Natural 1!
Never seen this.
There's a small lizard thing behind you. Oh.
I know what a kobold is?
Yeah, he does.
Hey,
Is the kobold located where we heard like the whimpering?
Yes, and he is the origin of said whimpering.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Well, what do we have here?
He's continuing to whimper and cry where he is. He's curled up in a fetal position on the ground.
In Draconic, Trogar's just gonna go, "What's wrong, buddy? What happened?"
Favorite enemy, buddy.
I can't help it, he's crying. Okay.
The clan's dragon. We lost it. Wretched goblin stole Cal's tricks. Our dragon.
Oh, there's goblins down here too. Must be my luckiest day ever.
What does Kamaris roll for knowledge about dragons?
Certainly.
What would that be?
Let's say Arcana.
Arcana.
So
God!
is just...
They're on a roll.
Azeth hates me. Okay.
CDC is just staring intensely at this conversation.
At this point,
regardless, you have heard of dragons because this world has dragons in it. People talk about dragons. But as far as
Giant
the
lizards.
information that you've gotten that is true about dragons, it is ridiculous.
I hear they eat your legs, only your legs.
And they all breathe fire, right?
Every single one of them, no variation. There are only red dragons. All dragons are red. Anything else is not a dragon.
Am I the only one who doesn't understand how a goblin could steal a dragon?
If it was rather young, possibly. Maybe they're worshipping a hatchling. I don't know.
Okay.
Mars is again head against the wall.
If we do, say, find your dragon and bring it back, what will we get out of it?
Meepo don't know. But Usadral does. Meepo take you to meet Usadral later. If you make
yes.
No.
Yes, take us to your leader.
Not the Jar Jar Binks.
Coco bonks.
You get safe passage if you promise to make nice. Maybe if you promise to rescue dragon, Usadral make nice to you. Answer question?
Fine. We will answer any questions Usadral has for us.
You can see him beaming with excitement now. He is no longer whimpering.
Why is he excited?
Because I agreed to help him.
Poke his head to the door. Or wait, he doesn't speak Draconic. He has no idea what's going on. Never mind.
He's kind of jumping up and down, excited, and especially to Trogar. And you can tell that he's admiring Trogar. He's looking straight up at him. He's puffing out his chest to emulate the Dragonborn.
Crazy lizard people.
Follow Meepo.
What are the runes on the wall?
I hate these little midget guys.
Tragar?
Trogar.
What are the writing on the walls?
Graffiti.
It's just a blatant worship of, well, their dragon.
Dragon? Dragon like you?
No, dragon like big and with wings.
Oh.
I have a +5 to Arcana.
What makes it so great?
I know. Morris read about.
Where's the Ursuril?
I think I GM'd my.
Yeah, I had to reload real quick. It was screwing up on me.
Morris read exclusively about undead. He knows of nothing else.
So where are you from, Trogar?
Trogar? I'm from around. Mainly, the woods nearby.
Were there other people there?
But, huh?
Were there other people in the woods?
Occasionally.
Very inquisitive.
Hunting's been poor, though.
Sorry to hear it.
Morris is gonna inspect this table's contents here.
Come, don't fall too behind.
He can't understand it. All he heard was yip yip graw. Misa Jaja Binks.
One sec, I have to open this up again.
Oh boy. I can see the token up ahead.
I was not ready for today.
You
okay.
weren't.
So on that bench, it's kind of like a tiny altar.
Okay.
And resting upon it, there's containers of some green dye. There's a paintbrush made of bristles, but the bristles look like really nasty, thick hair. from some sort of gross beast. And then there's 4 tiny jade figurines of small dragons.
Well, Mars knows nothing of dragons. Strange lizards, moves on. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Sorry about wasting your time there.
Just gonna, let's see, where's my D20? Here it is.
Alright, in here...
I like the figurines.
Mars is going to be watching the rear for any ambushes from behind.
You see a double row of relief-carved marble columns. And they go through this whole length of this long, large hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards the end of this hall, you see a short throne standing right next to the wall. It seems to be constructed of fallen bits of masonry just stacked against an old altar. And on the top of the altar sits a variety of small items. And the portion of the altar that serves as the throne's back shows a carving of a rearing dragon, much like the one on the door that you saw down earlier. There's a metallic key that's held firmly in the dragon's open jaws. And this is basically what you see sitting in the...
Oh, very lavish.
Togar,
Yes.
is that one of you? Your people, kinda?
No. Much like halflings are not humans, kobolds are not dragonborn.
Don't just stand there. Come, meet Usadrill.
How do these kobolds that were passing look in reaction to us walking by?
Oh, they're staring you down. But they have spears, and they stand about 3.5 feet tall, so they're looking up at you, but the spears are still pointed straight upwards.
Mars is gonna stay at this corner and watch the rear escape and just sort of listen in. He does not trust these strange lizard creatures.
You know what? I'm not gonna let my character be too dumb. I'm not gonna.
Alright, Meepo. Why don't you introduce us?
Mighty Usadrill, I have friends. They come to save our dragon. Usadrill, the white-robed kobold, is just looking kind of bemused, seeing the rest of you clamber up towards the throne. She puts her hand down as if to calm the 2 elite guards that are standing by her side. And she speaks in common. Is that true? Why are you here?
We'll trade you, once we got your dragon, we'll trade you the dragon for that key.
What's the key for?
I think it's the key for the door.
Door.
You find our dragon, and the key is yours.
We also have safe passage through your lands.
No kobold will harm you while you're here.
Can I get one of those jade dragon figurines?
Return our dragon, and you can have them all.
One will do.
Sounds like a deal. So, where are the goblin territories in this place?
Meepo will show you. He can
Oh,
accompany
great.
you.
We got a guide.
Oh, I can show them the back way.
Just realized the wizard is playing background muscle. Just gonna stop my macho shit and walk on over.
Okay, Meepo.
Let's go now. Let's go now.
Before we go, what could you describe your dragon?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's white. It's marvelous.
Wait, is he talking to Meepo?
Yes, Meepo is saying that.
In
common?
No, he's saying in Draconic, actually.
So then how do you understand Elvic?
He can understand, weirdly enough.
Okay. He says it's beautiful and it's white.
Wait, can you speak common this whole time?
And he shrugged.
You can understand it, but not speak it.
Well,
I would guess kind of.
how? Okay then. Well, how big? About how big was this dragon?
It's probably bigger than Meepo.
He stands on his tiptoes and reaches his hand up as high as he can.
Yeah, it's bigger than Meepo.
I'll just shake his head and say, "Children." All right, lead the way.
How big would you say it is in comparison to one of these pillars? No one can understand him. Mars just wasted his time. Where are we going? I'm crestfallen now. My spirit is broken.
Yeah, he just continues to shrug, and he walks right by.
Following the Meepo, the Meepo, and the Meepo. We're following the Meepo wherever he may go.
Yes, Meepo too.
As we begin to exit, I'll ask Meepo if he's seen or heard about the twins.
No. Haven't seen any twins.
Well, keep an eye out if you would.
Kobold's lifetimes are typically very short.
Wait, he doesn't.
Oh, didn't the twins just get lost, or?
Yeah, about a month ago.
A few months back, but kobolds typically only live until 11 days.
Who's saying this?
Droga.
Did you roll for that, or you just... He knows nothing.
His favorite enemy is kobolds.
Yeah.
They live for 11 days when he's hunting them.
One second. Roll 20's acting really weird for me.
Sure.
I've never seen a kobold live longer than 11 days. Must be their lifespan. Ignoring the fact that they've had an arrow. Ignoring the fact that they've had an arrow and all. This is out of character Pop-Tart.
It was actually a quote from Bloosh.
I have no idea.
Chris Perkins actually declared that kobolds live 11 days when he appeared on Critical Role as a kobold.
That's a short campaign.
Next week, they had to get a new kobold.
It's true, because it was Chris Perkins' 11th day as a kobolding character, and he went with the Vox Machina and got himself smashed by a fire giant.
I am the son of Spoopel. I will take my father's gear and carry on his name.
Hey, Albert.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Mars takes
from a little ways away, not too far, Gauntlgrim.
What are people like that?
Short, hairy.
Morris has now begun drinking. Just takes the metal flask out of his pocket, takes a swig.
Morris, what are you drinking?
Whiskey. Pockets it.
Would that be like Ifriti's kiss?
It'd be like a what?
Ifriti's kiss.
Oh, a Freedy's Kiss whiskey? No. This is
It's
whatever the
a
local
triple charred barreled cinnamon whiskey.
Spicy, but no, it's like some kind of local brew they just bought at the bar.
It's been barreled 3 times in 3 different charred barrels for the 3 potential wishes that Ifriti might give.
It's blessed by a paladin of Kasuth. No? Okay. I feel as though technical difficulties are going to make today's
There
session
goes
problematic.
Meepo.
Come, follow.
I thought you said we were going to take a shortcut.
Oh, we will. We will.
Okay. Because this looks like the way we came.
Damn lizards.
Yeah.
Not usually racist.
And my questions about the twins, I'll just say that we'd like to find them. Apparently they got lost near here.
If we see twins, you can have them.
I like that response.
Any twins. Hey, look, kobold twins. You can have them. They're yours. Your slaves forever. Enjoy.
I once met a guy who ate a person.
Meepo, you sure this is the short way?
Yes, yes. Be quiet. Be really quiet.
As I'm walking around in my
That man cursed a lot.
iron-studded boots and chainmail.
That man also offered me a scar, so I guess he made up for it.
Mars drinks more.
Come on inside.
Alrighty.
He struggles with the door for a little bit. You're big and strong. Can you open?
Certainly give it a try.
That's...
Like,
I'm
pull
gonna...
on the door.
The door does not budge.
I got a crowbar.
Yeah, I was like, give me some details about this door.
Try pushing the door.
Turns out
Yeah,
The
maybe
door
it's not
is
full,
rather
it's
solid.
pushed.
It has iron bands that jut out from where the hinges are, showing that it has a bit more fortification than the other doors here.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a lever for a hand, and it's made of oak.
Pull the lever.
Crunk.
I mean, does the lever do anything?
It seems to be stopping as you push up or down.
Okay.
Push it harder.
I mean, can I get any idea of what like sort of mechanism this whole door works off of? Like, have I seen this before?
It looks like a simple lever mechanism, but it seems like there is a lock of some sort.
On the other side, or
It is a twist lock, and there is a small keyhole underneath of the.
Hmm.
But Posey isn't here. She could probably pick the lock. Walks in.
Right.
He doesn't like
Would
the
it be
place.
possible to
Hey,
use
can
a
I-
crowbar
Quick question.
to force the handle and not the lock?
Possible, yes.
Okay. Trogar would like to attempt this.
Athletics, strength with advantage.
20!
All right. Yeah, you do manage to break the mechanism, the lock mechanism.
I was about to try knocking.
So basically, you were just in an empty chamber, pretty much bland, a few bits and pieces of debris. But as you open this door and step in, what looks to be more of the stony debris on the floor, but you do notice an ornate fountain that's built into the eastern wall. And though it's cracked and stained, the fountain's overarching carving is of a diving dragon, and it's quite beautiful. It's retained its beauty after all these years. There's a relief carved stone door that stands on the west wall from here as well.
Any writing on this fountain?
There is indeed writing.
Is it in Draconic?
It is in Draconic.
I can speak it.
CDC is just going to take a moment to
Rebuke the dead, open the way. What?
And this is on the door?
On the door to the west, yes.
Okay.
CDC is just going to be staring intently, appreciating the fountain.
So is there no rating on the fountain?
That
Yes.
was the writing on the fountain was rebuke the dead.
On the writing of the fountain? No, the rebuke the dead is on the door.
Okay.
Mars.
And the writing on the fountain reads, "Let there be fire."
What is it?
Let there be
Mars.
fire.
What is it, Series 3?
Seriously.
It says, let there be fire in Draconic. Should I just say in
It's
Draconic?
to rebuke the dead. I think that's your job.
Trevor,
raise
did
the
your
dead.
character say, "Let there be fire"?
Yes.
Oh,
All
wait,
right.
nobody knows he's in
As
a...
you say that, the fountain begins to plume up with water. Reddish liquid begins to well from the diving dragon's mouth, slowly accumulating inside the basin. And then suddenly, the liquid, as it's collected, goes up into this swirling bit, and it kind of fills this basin here, and it's like showing little bits of flames, kind of just flickering over top of it.
I halfway want to fill this liquid into my water skin.
I feel as though that would be a poor decision.
I'll pour out my water skin, fill it with whatever liquid's in the fountain.
Mars is gonna run a perception check on the room, looking for anything that is of undead or death imagery. Or is it investigation? What is it?
Perception's fine. You don't see anything that would be undead or undeath image-wise.
How about just death imagery, like the dead, grave imagery, things like that?
From where you're standing, you don't notice anything.
Alright.
So is it okay if I fill my water skin with this stuff?
You won't be able to drink from it without
Fine
taking a
by me.
major risk.
Mm.
Can I use Druidcraft to purify the water in the water skin?
Don't you dare.
Okay.
Alright, everyone
I
huddle
want
up
to
for
drink
a
this
few
fire
minutes.
water.
Don't drink the fire water. Everyone give
I
me
want
10...
to see what happens when he drinks the fire.
No, everybody give me 10 minutes before you get yourselves killed.
Meepo,
Okay,
do you know what's going on in here?
No, but beautiful dragon.
Meepo,
Mars would
quick,
like to
take a swig of this.
No, don't. Would like to. No, he can't understand Mars. So, but anyway, he would like to ritual cast Identify on the fountain while these guys are killing our guide.
Give Meepo a swig.
Okay.
Force Meepo a swig.
Meepo drinks it down.
Anything funny?
His
Meepo?
his eyes kind of water a little bit, and he creates a belch, and then a second belch. But the second belch is much larger, and it actually produces a gout of flame just spewing out of his mouth.
Who else wants to fill up their water skins?
He is accidentally.
It seems just like really spicy
right
water.
towards Trogar.
Uh-huh. Do I need to do anything?
Yes, Trogar, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 8.
You are too slow to step out of the way of this this flame.
Here comes some damage.
And you sustain 11 points.
Nope, 5.
Oh, you're a red dragon? Okay.
Nope. I'm copper.
Oh, okay. Well, does Trogor look like he died from
There's
this?
grass. I forget which. But I'm the other fire one. That spits the line.
Does he look like he died from this?
No.
Morris,
he is a bit singed, however.
Okay.
And then immediately Meepo's eyes get wide, and he puts his hand over his mouth, and his other hand goes up to hopefully stop him from being slain on the spot. So sorry.
Oh no, it's great. You just saved us 10 minutes.
Morris is going to still be casting and say, "You are all a bunch of idiots, and you're going to get us all killed," and he's going to continue casting. Identify on the fountain. Tell him to face the opposite direction from everyone else.
It's alright, Meepo. Just, look that way. So, where are these goblins that took your dragon?
He points towards the northwest.
And you said this was the shortcut.
Yes.
Because I saw a door in that pillared hallway.
Oh, you want to go that way?
We're already here.
Is that not a shortcut?
Oh, well, I guess.
Oh,
He didn't say short.
Kind of
He
short.
didn't say shortcut. He said back way. Hopefully, we don't have to deal with sentries and the like if we continue following.
all right.
Morris is still casting. I don't know if you guys are going to just fucking leave him behind or not.
Yeah, are the rest of you waiting?
Oh. Meepo, you still know the way?
Yes.
Morris, we have better things to do than identifying that water. We already know it makes you belch flame.
And how do you know in an hour he's not going to explode?
Because in an hour we'll see. For ourselves.
Plus, if that is the case, then we're already too late.
Possibly. Unless the identify gives me information on an antidote or a way to stop it. It's your call. How much do you value his life and your possible well-beings? Answer quickly.
Who did you ask?
I'm asking everyone, because they're all saying, like, oh, he's fine, let's leave him. He's just saying...
I mean, I can't understand a word that he's saying, so... no emotional attachment to you.
And the other two? Still ritual casting.
My favorite enemy is Kobold, so I don't really care.
Lovely. Well...
I think he's fine.
Very well. Stop ritual casting. Back away from the fountain.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to fill up your own?
I'm sure.
You never know when might come in handy.
I have a spell that can produce fire.
46 worth?
More than that, I think.
But think about how much that could sell for.
I also have a bottle of alchemist fire.
Well...
46 worth?
Doesn't tell me for some reason.
In PHP it says 2d6.
I'm having an issue.
Did we effectively just encounter really spicy water?
We did.
Alright. Yeah, so I'll kind of just begin moving north and
okay. As you
look
go,
at Meepo expectantly.
Yeah. Meepo comes up here. And then he points over to the left, towards the west. That way.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll step up and open the door.
All right. As you do get into here, though, you do see ahead that there are 6 doors, all slightly ajar, and the smell in here is a bit musky. You can see more debris over to the east here.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is another one of these oak doors with the same lever type of mechanism.
This musky smell. Kamaris roll something to see if it's the smell of either really old rotting bodies or bone.
Yeah.
What would that be?
Give me a survival check.
6!
Your intellect is impaired for some reason. I guess it's something about down here.
Mars has been drinking and is in fact hungover.
That and also he's been inhaling the fumes of corpses.
The fumes of what?
Corpses.
Yes, sure. Let's go with that. You are where you don't know he's a necromancer, right?
Everyone's been inhaling fumes of corpses down here.
You're right, we have. Carrying on.
I'll go ahead and try the lever.
Okay.
On the door.
Actually,
this door actually does go down all the way and allows you to open.
Sweet.
Actually, the Dragonborn is the one who could roll an intelligence on that because he's seen the skull staff and the Toll of the Dead. Moving on, ignore me.
Step.
All right. Does anybody have a passive perception of 15 or higher?
That is a good question. Let me see.
Why would you ask such a thing, ODM?
This is why I hide in the back.
Just for future reference.
Nope, I have 14.
11.
A big old 12.
All right.
12.
So everything seems pretty safe.
I look up.
Looks like a pretty safe ceiling. Solid finely crafted
Ceiling
stone.
save, guys.
I get the feeling there might be a trap.
What gives you this feeling?
Alright, is this another one of those oak doors, or?
It is indeed. Yet another open door.
I'm trying to think
Does
if Mars...
this lever work okay?
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if Mars would feel like casting Detect Magic in this room with the many doors would be smart?
Yeah, if you think Detect Magic would work, well, then yeah, go ahead and cast it. That's up to the player, not the character.
Okay. A good old 19, so that would actually be...
I think that's
I have
trying to avoid metagaming.
I'm trying to avoid it because I know too much.
The door doesn't seem reasonably magical because it was just simply open. Had it been locked and several attempts to open it, then you might feel that there might be a magical arcane lock of some sort.
Well, I didn't mean on the door. I meant like when he walks in this room and sees a big hallway with several ajar doors. Like, would he think, oh, there might be glyphs and things here, but that's too metagamey.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to like intelligence check, but then I thought, no, that's still too much. So
anyway, back to the $1,000 question: does the door work?
The door does work.
Yay! And rocks fall and we all die.
That's what I think is going to happen. Out of character, in character.
Opening the door.
Yeah, I'm opening the door.
I get the feeling Meepo led us the long way around this room.
What is that on the floor?
Why do I smell caltrops?
So as you open the door, you hear some clanging of bells. Ching, ching, ching. And inside this room, it's a 10-foot wide hall. It's liberally strewn with sharp caltrops. And on the northern wall, the passage to the room beyond is partially blocked by a roughly mortared 3-foot-high wall. It's complete with crenellations.
And where is the bell sound coming from?
On the door itself, strapped to the back of the door.
Huh.
We appear to have set off some sort of trap.
I think we want to get past that wall sooner rather than later. Is it possible to just sweep the caltrops alongside as I'm trying to walk forward?
You can, actually. It will delay your move to do that. So it is still difficult terrain.
Okay.
Before you
step in there.
Before you step in, I have an idea. Morris still has Darwin with him.
Who's that?
His owl familiar. Big old gray, almost silver barn owl.
Wait, would I be able to move the caltrops to the side with Druid?
Don't go into the room. No, Druidcraft doesn't do that.
You absolutely could, however, it would take a very long time considering you move one item at a time.
Oh boy, in which case...
Does that?
No. I was hoping for just like a big sweep of wind.
Well, Mars is going to have Darwin fly into the room and peek over the wall to see if there's something terrible in there.
Okay.
And he's going to do the close eyes and share sense thing.
Probably goblins.
Yeah, you loose your owl as it flies into the air and through this room. I need your owl to roll for initiative.
Oh, it does have flyby, but how do I do? Do I just do a d20? And what is an owl's dex? Looking up an owl's dex.
I'll tell you what.
+1.
I have dragged an owl here, and I'm going to give you control.
Okay. So.
Oh wait, how do I roll? In roll 20?
16.
You click your character token, then you click to open your sheet, and there'll be an initiative word between armor class and speed, and you click the initiative word.
Yeah, I currently
What's
can't
the name
control
of
it.
your owl again?
Darwin. Darwin. Or W-E-N. Oh, god damn it. W-E-N. Making sure I'm spelling that right.
I'm shocked you don't have a cat named Schrodinger.
No. It counts as a Fae because neutral alignment, if that matters. Okay,
Right, you
so
should
like
have access to it.
So he makes it like this far into the room and then initiative roll, or he makes it to the wall and then initiative roll.
As soon as he hits middle of the room, it's initiative for everyone.
Okay, well Darwin rolled 16. And doesn't he share my initiative if we're all rolling?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm sense sharing with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot.
I got 16.
Oh,
it didn't matter. Unless Aldrich has higher dex than me, it didn't matter.
I have a 10.
Okay, then yeah, it's basically between us who chooses. You want to go first?
I cannot for the life of me know how to do this.
You click your token.
Wait, you said the
Open
wall
up
was
your
3
character
feet
sheet.
high?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Tokens
goblins are
collect-
taller than that, aren't they?
How do
Open
I?
up in the journal, which is
Okay.
the newspaper-looking icon.
Yeah,
You'll be able to see your character sheet.
I'm there.
Once you open that up, it's in between armor class and speed, and you just click on the initiative word. The word initiative.
Ah. All right. Get it.
Now, owls have keen hearing and sight, and I was doing share senses. Would he have gotten a chance to see or notice them ahead of time, or should I have declared that beforehand?
Well, had the bells not rung,
Oh, yes. DM is smart, yes. Also, you've cut out.
Oh, I was just saying maybe.
Yeah, so no. Basically no, because the bell rang, which makes perfect sense. DM is correct always, forever.
Okay, let's see. I am going to set this up real quick. 1 second. Okay, I thought I had a turn marker for this campaign. I guess I didn't put this on here.
Well, it's Pop-Tart first, it seems.
So at this point, seriously, you notice two bows, the tops of two bows, coming over the crenellations towards the north. You're not actually seeing them yet. They have full cover. Before you actually attack, they're kind of crouched down. But you're welcome to do whatever you'd like to do.
So what would you say are the extensive druid craft for this? Because they're very loose on it.
Well, let's bring it out.
Pop-Tart is very determined to use Druid craft for something. It's okay.
So, tiny harmless sensory effect. You can make a flower blossom, a seed open, or a leaf bud bloom. Harmless sensory effects, falling leaves, or instantly light or snuff a candle or torch a small campfire. So what are you thinking? And we'll see if we can make something happen. This is basically a spell for fluff. But if you're clever, you can make something happen.
Especially if you have oil.
No, he doesn't know what he's going to try to do, so never mind. Too much metagaming.
Can I see the bows that they're using, or just the tips of the arrow?
You can see the tops of the bows. So the bows kind of go above the stone crenellations about 1.5 foot.
Give me a second.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Tom. Are you pushing the door?
Please ignore that. I'm rather embarrassed.
Is Meepo in the turn order?
Meepo is not a combatant.
Makes sense.
All right. Can I use Druid?
idea.
Can I use Druidcraft to put thorns on the handle of the bow?
Yes.
What? Amazing.
There are tiny thorns that are illusory that sprout from the top of the bow. As for if they will believe that, we shall see. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right. Aldrich.
So I'll go ahead and bang a fist against my shield, and cry out, "Morden, shield me this day!" And kind of white aura will kind of appear over me, and I'll say, "Stay behind me, everyone." And I would like to push out into the hallway, and that will cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action. And I'll push out into the hallway, and I would like to clear the caltrops as I move forward on one side of the hallway.
Okay. So as you step into the area,
Sure.
So you're casting first and then stepping into the area?
Correct.
So in order for you to clear them, you do need to let's see, instead of this saving throw, since you're knowledgeable about them, we'll give you a dexterity check to see if you can clear them correctly. Are you just kicking them aside with your boot?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So in order to do it correctly, without getting them stuck in your boot or getting them stuck in your foot, you can make a dexterity check instead of the dexterity saving throw that it is mandated for you. Okay. But you will get an advantage for that. Okay. So it's a DC 15 dexterity check.
Ooh, this is not going to work out.
There's that half movement.
With advantage.
Well,
yep.
Oh, that was a save.
That was a 9.
That was a save.
I mean, my check and save are the same.
Dang it.
Okay. So basically what happens is as you're kicking them aside, a couple of them bunch up and dig into the stone below and cause it to stop, and you just jam your foot in so that the points are pointing into like the curve of your foot, and a few of them are just stuck in your boot as well. You will sustain 1 hit point of damage, and your walking speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Ah.
This is my turn.
All right, it is Darwin and Morris's turn.
Yeah, if I remember right, we don't like share actions. It's just like we have the same initiative place.
Yeah, you both get an action.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the sense share and just order Darwin to fly back. And he has flyby, so no opportunity attacks, but he was never in their range to begin with. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. Just gonna put him right there. And Morris can see them, so he's going to do the thing he always do and cast Toll the Dead on this boy right here on the left.
Alright, Toll the Dead requires you to see the target.
Oh, are they in full cover, or can he not see? Oh, he can't?
Full cover.
You could hold it for when they do appear.
I can hold action, you are correct. And I will have no bonus actions or anything. So yes, Morris will hold action until he sees one of them poke their heads up. And then dong.
Excellent. And one peeks over the crenellation, and you may take your ready action.
Alright, wisdom saving throw from the one that poked up, a DC 13.
Which it makes. And I think that negates
No
it,
damage.
right?
No damage at all.
So for a moment, his face just goes stark white, and then he just shakes his head violently, and then pulls back his bow. The only one that's in immediate range is Aldrich. He will, and the arrow will fly a bit to the south or to the west and hit the door frame. Kind of just stick in there. Trogar.
Trogar will look at Marius as he walks over to the owl and gives a wink to Marius as
What are you doing?
pulls out his water skin and feeds it to the owl.
I feel like this is a terrible idea, but I love it. Go on.
Yeah.
Your owl has flyby, right?
Yeah, but it's a ranged thing. Carry on, though.
That'll be Trogar's action to feed the fiery potion or whatever is in the water skin.
The spicy water.
Spicy water. Give him the owl spicy water, you son of a bitch. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, you're force feeding an owl a potion. All right.
Yep.
The other goblin is firing on the dwarf.
Wait, is he not going to acknowledge his spiky bow?
Oh, good point. Let's see. Let's say that it's this guy. Yeah, as he brings his hand up and notices them, he kind of takes a moment and tries to prick his finger on one of them, curious to see why suddenly this wood has started to grow thorns. But as his finger goes through the thorn without any problem, he just shrugs and continues to fire.
Damn it.
And hits the dwarf.
With my since I'm a forge cleric, I don't know if I should have said this at the beginning of the day, but I would have imbued my armor with a +1 bonus.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then along with Shield of Faith, that puts me at 21.
21. All right. Well, no, that takes that back, and it will slam into the
shield.
The force barrier of the radiance kind of absorbs and slows the arrow down until it just hovers in midair for a moment and then just drops to the ground. Circe.
A smack.
DM, quick question. Familiars can't take the attack action. Would casting the fire breath qualify as an attack action? They can deliver spells, though. I don't know if that leads over.
Familiars can attack.
No, they can take any action but the attack action. Well, here, I've got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Have more than one at a time.
Okay, so Aldrich says he'll be right back, but if his turn comes, he'd like to remove caltrops from his feet and move forward carefully. So he's going to keep trying to clear the caltrops.
Well, all I think your familiar has to do is breathe.
Yeah, I was wondering, that would require a DM ruling, so I was asking DM what a ruling is.
Yeah, actually, where it says in combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
So it can breathe as normal.
It also says it can deliver a touch. I don't know. So that's right. A DM ruling, really.
Yeah, I actually love that idea.
I do too.
So I'm going to go with it.
Yay!
So not only am I going to allow it, I'm also going to award Trogar an inspiration for that. So when it is also your turn, you can do that.
I realize something.
But in the meantime, it is Circe's.
All right.
Go, Ocean Elf.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get behind Aldrich. And then the other goblin pointing the bow, I'm going to use Druidcraft again in order to make a small fire on his bow.
Okay.
Pop-Tart, you should have taken Minor Illusion. I'm just going to say that.
What's the point if I got Druidcraft?
Yeah, I'm just saying you would have loved that spell. Completely out of character.
Right.
Next time you roll.
Suddenly, the top of the bow just ignites, and it is aflame. Okay, anything else for Circe?
That'll be my turn.
All right. Is Aldrich back yet?
He is not, but I have the same initiative as him, so he can wait until mine's over if need be.
And while he's off doing that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get a drink of water.
Okay, right. So
be back in a bit.
Should we wait for them, or should we just go straight for the shenanigans?
Go for it, Maris. You are welcome.
Well, lovely thing about owls, 60 feet of flying movement and flyby, so so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Breathe fire on them. And then he can retreat back to his original spot, so he could do an actual flyby flaming. Because he's got 60 feet.
Alright, so the owl goes in, opens its mouth. Just this, it looks like a napalm drop, basically, in miniature. As it swings by the top and circles around the whole time like a miniature tiny dragon, just breathing this gout of flame down.
I love this.
He will get both of those goblins. I need you to roll, since it is your familiar, roll 4d6 for damage. And
damn.
Their saves.
Oh, wait.
That's one.
Oh, ignore that. Ignore that one.
Why? It's a pretty decent one.
4d6, 10. Because that one was an accidental, I'm clicking the d6 button and it rolled. I don't care, it's a good roll. That was not part of the roll. 10. Oh, what would the DC on this be? Or I guess that's the potions thing. 1 passed.
Alright. So, let's see. Your 4d6 ends up as 10. So the first cannot jump out of the way, so it burns completely to cinder.
Nice. And the other one took half damage or no damage?
The other one takes half damage.
Excellent. So 5. But
he manages to dive. Really, he was the smart one, and he dove right under, between the owl and the goblin. So he kind of moved the other goblin in as a goblin shield.
Meat shield.
And that's why the first goblin kind of burned up, and the owl just circles back. He's got a bit of smoke coming out of the sides of his beak.
Woo! Not yet, not yet. Mars still has his turn.
Oh yeah, let's go
Did
back
he
to Mars.
see the other guy when he jumped out of the way behind the other goblin?
Yes.
Okay, then, so that's a Toll the Dead on that boy, and he's taking damage, so if this works, it's gonna be delicious. Why did I click that again? So, DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. That is 5!
All right.
So
So-
12.
yep.
Give us a D.
A 1! I done a 1!
Guess how many he had left?
1.
3. Well, 5.
2.
Oh.
So
Okay, so that rolled.
as he like moves aside and gives you a glimpse, you cast the Toll the Dead. You hear like a kind of a chime of a bell.
Gong.
His shoulder kind of turns to like a gray, dingy color, and this little pustule pops, and he reaches over and grabs it, and he screams, but then he moves around to the side of the crenellation as he was trying to.
So now Mars is just going to move right here, so the archer can't see him now that he's damaged it and pissed it off.
All right, that brings us to Aldrich.
Oh, did I miss anything?
A flyby napalm strike from an owl that drank a fire breath potion.
I lit that one's bow on fire.
Okay. Is it?
And now I'm just kind of standing behind you.
All right, is it possible for me to remove the caltrops from my feet?
Yes,
Okay. I'm assuming that's my action.
it will be your action. Yep.
Okay. And can I move like carefully forward?
With the caltrops, I'll give you a. See, I'm not sure how that works. If you move into caltrop area 5 feet, you make a dex save. If you're consciously moving and trying to
It's
brush
half
them
speed.
aside, I would think it would be a check, and I'd give you advantage for it. I don't see any rules that state otherwise.
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't want to bother with like knocking them aside. I'm just trying to make it through without.
Okay.
dying
Yeah.
myself.
Then all you do
wait,
is a straight up dex save.
DM, I'm reading it. A creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need to make saving throw. So they can just go
maybe I
through
misread
at half speed.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
It is possible that it might read differently in the supplement.
Yeah, that's from Roll 20 itself.
Yeah, in roll 20, a creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need to make the saving throw. Yeah, that's
I'll move a grand total of 10 feet.
I saw someone
Alright.
use these in a D&D stream just yesterday.
All right.
okay. Anything else?
Nope. That was an action. That was a move. So I'm good.
All right. Let's see. That one is no longer in the turn order.
Sugar.
I'm kind of hoping it reaches its turn. It's stupid enough to say, I'm gonna get that damn wizard! And hop the fence and step on the caltrops and insta-die.
Will move here as he pulls out his longbow. Bends around the corner of the door and takes a fire with his longbow.
Nice. Okay. What happens is he's actually kind of being blocked, but only partially. So you do manage to twing the side of his other shoulder, his formerly uninjured shoulder, and that is enough to spin him around and place him face down into the stone floor. And that concludes combat.
Oh, I did it!
You're that.
The whole time, there's a little plume of black smoke coming off of the bow.
You're that.
We did it.
Dragonbone. Step forward.
Yes.
Come here.
Huh?
Come here.
Why?
I'm not going to do anything. Come here.
Don't trust him.
Trogar will take off his backpack, place it on the floor, and slowly kick it in front of him as he walks.
Morris is gonna steal. Well, Morris is gonna say, "Okay, well, fuck him then." And now Morris is gonna be stealing the caltrops as he walks through, picking them up and putting them in a small sack, if he has one.
Okay.
Hopefully, the backpack has the backpack knock the caltrops out of his path.
Would you like me to go through first? I want to gather these caltrops.
Yeah, Sidisi is going to just be walking behind, kick beside the caltrops, and just
you can pick up enough to have a caltrops.
Mars is gonna say something. All of you hold up for a moment. He's gonna skitter on back to the fountain. And he's gonna pour out his whiskey flask with a tear. And then he's gonna fill it with fire potion.
Alright.
Get some true fire water up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are saddened to see that the water has gone inert since then.
Did he see it before or after he pours out the whiskey?
That's a good question.
Should I perception check?
You went there and then poured it out, but yeah, you can give me a perception.
Okay.
and seeing as to how Sidisi.
13?
Yes, you saw it before.
So he's got it off. He's about to pour. No. Skitter's on back. The potions are gone. Moving on.
Wait, did you try saying the words again?
Moving on.
I'm going to move out of the carefully out of the caltropped area.
Okay, as you have a bit of a problem with getting over the little crenellations. Being you're not too much taller than the 3 feet.
Sure.
Of that,
but he's stout.
But,
lift himself.
I am stout.
Exactly. But you do manage to make it over, and the first thing you realize is that on this floor, it is filthy. There are stains on the walls, there's shabby hides, and there's a fire pit that attests to years of use of this room. And it's at the hands of these dirty, filthy little creatures that are unconcerned with any kind of hygiene. And on the eastern side of this wall, or the eastern side, you see like the southern wall, it's crudely mortared. It's a half wall complete with the crenellations that you just crossed over. These two goblins are just, one's completely charred. The second one is just, it looks like it has some sort of terrible disease on its shoulder and an arrow sticking out of its other.
It would be life drain if it was the wisdom save, so it's looked like the shoulder is shriveled and withered away.
Right.
So he's going to peek back into the room before. Kobold, you can stop cowering in fear now. They're dead.
Also, DM, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You said I picked up the caltrops. I picked up like I picked up like a 5-foot square worth of caltrops from these 8 squares, or I picked up 8 squares worth.
It's going to take you a long time to pick up 8 squares worth.
Oh, okay. Can I pick up like 3 squares worth?
You can pick up 1 square's worth, but
Okay.
Everybody is going to have to wait for you if you pick up more than 1 square.
Okay, these can be very useful for us. We could. Okay, never mind. He's just gonna stop because he knows he doesn't have time. Never mind.
Aldrich is definitely attempting to push on. He's keeping concentration on this Shield of Faith, and it only lasts for 10 minutes.
All right, onward and forward.
Yeah,
So much
Trogar
for evil
continues
should
to kick his backpack ahead of him as he makes his way through this caltrop area.
Take
Sidisi's
those.
just going to keep on walking behind him, trying to avoid the caltrops.
At least
And then
whiskey.
Drogar will pick up his backpack and hop the wall.
Okay.
And as soon as
There is another door here in front of Aldrich.
I go open the door as soon as Trogar gets over the wall with me. I'm eager to leave this filthy place. Is this hallway also filthy?
It is.
I carefully keep my beard away from all of it.
Okay.
And I'll peek around. What are those?
All right, so the first thing you see when you peek around are dozens of blunted and broken arrows that are just strewn about here. It's cracked along the cobblestone floor. There's a few that protrude from 3 crudely sewn human-sized targets that are hung along the center of the southern wall.
Okay. If I peek around the corner, they see me.
All right, as soon as you peek around, you can see that the northern third of the room is separated from the south here by a crudely mortared and crenellated half wall, just like the one you passed in the room before. You see a permanent camp of, looks like the camp lies north of the wall here, and there's a fire that's kind of going on right now, causing a bit of smoke. And you see some pots hung over that fire.
Okay.
Well,
and I'm assuming I see the goblins.
Yeah, you definitely see the goblins there. They're kind of crouching next to the crenellations as well.
Is it apparent that they noticed me?
Let me get a perception check.
Aha!
Our kobold.
So you see them with their bows, and they're actively taking target practice on these things. You're not sure if they see you or not.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just turn back with mouth goblin and hold up 2 fingers.
Did Mars see him do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone in that hallway sees him do that.
Who all has ranged?
Sidisi takes out her spear.
Mars can say, put that away. Who all has ranged bows, anything like that? Preferably something quiet.
Oh, that completely.
Am I whispering too much, or should I stay closer to the mic?
Their families.
We're trying to take them out quietly so we don't attract more.
Oh yeah, because spears make so much noise.
Throwing spears makes a lot of sound and movement, yes.
Drogar just picks up his water skin and shakes it. How much liquid is in here left?
It is at least half of a bag.
Okay. Yeah, he just holds up his water skin, gently wiggles it.
I'll raise a hand as he does so.
I did notice that the potion had faded from the fountain. It may have been a timed thing, so you may want to check it before you place your trust in it.
I drink it. I drink 1 potion's worth.
Okay. Yeah, as you put the water skin to your lips and gulp, some dribbles down the side of your chin, and you realize that it is no longer as fiery as described.
I was worried as such.
I'll shrug and have a sad look at my face.
I should stage whisper, not actually whisper.
And I'll just point, finger back towards the room with the goblins and hold 2 thumbs up in a questioning manner.
We should have the two. We should have.
Sure,
God, I can't speak.
It's a thumb up.
We should have 2 of us that have ranged capability, position ourselves, and attack them by surprise before we move in.
Drogar puts a thumb up.
Okay.
Who all has ranged capability?
Me.
I do.
So does Drogar.
Very okay. Well,
did you not see the longbow attack?
I saw the longbow, so I knew you were doing. But who else does? I know Pop Tart does, but he wants to throw a spear, and I feel like that's a very noticeable thing.
Oh come on! It's only a really big arrow.
Aldrich has range. All right.
Okay. So it may what is Aldrich's range? Does he have a bow or?
Sacred Flame.
Okay,
which is 60 feet.
Now I'm tempted to make it where it's Mars and Aldrich, and we just go necrotic and radiant on them. But That'll be very loud, because dong! So.
Alright. Expecting my companions to follow behind me, I will step out, shout, "For Moradin!"
Oh no.
Cast Sacred Flame on the closest
What are
one.
you doing? We were supposed to do this
Alright.
quietly!
Initiative.
Mars is gonna yell at you. We're supposed to do that quietly, you dumbass!
Hey, I'm doing real good on the initiative roll.
Yeah, sweet 10.
I'm just gonna get pelted.
Oh, should
Good
I roll?
thing good thing I still have Shield of Faith.
Well, I guess me and Darwin share initiative, so it doesn't matter. Darwin is the real party member. Mars is the familiar. Darwin's already been infinitely more useful.
Poor Morden gets peppered with arrows.
Yeah,
Oh!
The question is whether or not I get to do that before they get to go.
No. Actually, wouldn't it be a surprise round? Because they didn't know you were there, so you might get to.
They may or may not have known
Yeah,
I was there.
it depends, yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, there was no stealth roll.
This is why I wanted to do the sneaky two of us position ourselves thing, guys! So yeah, Mars just is like, you idiots!
It's okay, only I will suffer for my mistakes.
Yes, and then we all will, because we're down a healer.
Alright. The goblin actually is taken aback for a moment, but recovers immediately, as he already had an arrow knocked, as he was just trying to take some target practice, aiming towards the dummy directly to the south of Aldrich, who just ran in and intercepted right between his target. So he just kind of shrugs and then lets go of the arrow.
The shrug threw myself off.
But yeah, it throws him off.
I will note, I did state I put my shield up in front of me as I stepped over.
Hey,
Yeah,
at least
he
you
didn't
did.
even hit your shield. It just went too far.
Alright.
Just makes a fart sound on impact.
Seriously.
Yep. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna charge in him screaming for Captain my Captain. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm gonna throw my spear at... Someone's dying.
Maybe.
I'm gonna throw my spear over at the one on the right.
Okay. Now he is behind 3/4 of cover, so he's going to get a 5 addition to his AC. Roll.
By the way, Pop-Tart, the Mars saying no to your spear thing is a he is overcautious thing, not a me hating you thing.
Nice.
6th row.
Okay, so what happens is as you release, it kind of arcs up a little bit since you're throwing like about 20 feet away. So it doesn't arc, but as it's coming down, it bumps off the side of the crenellation and just right into the goblin. You can click on the spear over on the right, the word spear, and that'll show us your damage. All right. So you hear a very angered and you see your spear clatter to the ground.
Wait, did it do 3 piercing or 6 piercing?
That's only if it was in 2 hands.
Oh, I see.
First.
Okay. Anything else for Circe?
Alright, I'm going to use the remaining movement to get back into cover.
All right, so you've moved 20 already?
Yep.
Okay. right. This next goblin is moving up. He has cover, and he is going to fire at Aldrich.
Hello.
And it will almost hit the shield, but bounce off of the radiant to protect. And Morris and Darwin.
Whoa. Well, Darwin's gonna stay right here like a good boy. Actually, he could take the help action. Would help action work with like the wisdom save, or no? Like
No.
No, it wouldn't disadvantage the goblin's wisdom save. All right, so it'd be 5. He would have to
gives
move
advantage
through.
to somebody else's attack.
Okay, so 5, I guess 10, 15, because moving through someone. 20, 25. Actually, let's stop at 20 because he'll just see that one. And Morris is just gonna peek his head over and conserve his 2 spell slots by cantripping around with another Toll the Dead.
Okay. Which one?
The one that he can see, so this one.
Okay.
Has someone taken damage? A natural 1! But this is not a spell attack, so there is no critical. Anyway, has that one taken damage before?
He has not taken damage.
Okay, so that's a d8. 1d8. A good old 3.
Okay, yeah, a bit of his life force just withers away.
Okay, well, Mars is going to use his last 10 feet of movement to right here. And that ends his turn.
Alright, Trogar.
Okay. Trogar, seeing everybody run ahead, will also run ahead. Going 5, 10, 15, and there for 30. And
Okay.
we'll peek over the wall and go, "Howdy, boys."
Well, howdy! So let's see what's happening.
Oops, fiery breath.
I'm not actually moving, I just want to see what's happening.
Alright. So, that does 5 by 30-foot line.
Yeah, I'm splitting it between these 2 spaces.
He could probably diagonal it, but...
I don't know if you can do that in a line. Hold on a
5-foot line right down the middle. Where's worth?
Wait, is it a line if it's fire? I thought only acid worked on a line.
No, I'm the type of dragonborn that does a 5 by 60-foot line.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like the brass has fire as well, but it works differently?
Yeah. It works different than the gold.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, red also does fire, but
But it works like the gold.
gold is a 15-foot cone.
Yeah. So is fire. The red one.
Then why are you doing a line and not a cone? Wait, are you the same as... You're a brass, right?
It's a
Yeah.
cone. It's a,
Okay.
This is a line.
It is a line. Okay. I was so... I don't know, that
So I'm
confused me.
sending the line directly down here, split it between those 2.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think you can do that.
I mean,
I'm trying to look that up.
I think what he could do is if he was all the way up against the left wall, he could probably angle it to hit the middle one and the right one.
Yeah, that's possible.
well,
Yeah.
the question here is, like, realistically, how far away from each other are these goblins?
These are 5-foot spaces.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right, so
And I
for
purposely
bursts,
stopped myself.
Right. For bursts, you place it on the intersection of a square. For lines, it goes the full square. That's the thing. For the templates, all the spell templates, they have specifically for a line, square, 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 and then you can go to the right, square, 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 kind of thing like that. So,
Alright, I'll do that line then.
Doing it diagonally, yeah.
Over the wall of that line.
okay. It's a dex save. The first one makes it. Second one makes it. So
Okay,
we
so they
get
both
1
take
point.
1 fire damage. And then, since these guys have bows, do I see any knives?
You see scimitars on them.
Yeah, Trogar is going to lie prone right against this wall.
Gonna lie prone.
Hi, boys! Lies down on the other side of the wall.
Oh my! Bye, Trogar!
Alright. This one's going to jump over the wall and slam his scimitar into the prone Trogar for advantage.
Yep.
But it doesn't help. Alright, that brings us to Aldrich.
Scared.
I am so happy. I'm so happy he's on this side of the wall.
Yeah, he had just this terrible grin on his face, and as he slammed the scimitar into the ground and you moved aside, he just looks over at Aldrich now, and he looks very vulnerable. What does Aldrich?
Just charge into him.
I'm a genius. Oh no!
And slamming my warhammer into his skull.
Oh, and it connects.
Does 40k damage.
All right. The warhammer comes down upon him. He's still smiling. Of course, his forehead just goes concaved into his head, and he stares at you as he's buckling down to the floor.
Okay. And
Radical.
yeah,
Radical.
I'll call that a turn.
All right.
Not going to use Trogar as a stepping stool.
And
Get
now
yourself over the wall.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
And now it comes to the goblin that has a spear in him.
Okay. So this goblin is still, he's kind of smoking on his skin, but he releases an arrow at all.
Wait, how is he smoking on his skin?
Trogar.
I'm very
Fire
skilled.
breath
Kid.
got him.
Oh.
I am still at 21.
Nice. Yeah, so it just goes
So,
above him.
so nothing with the spear that's currently in him?
That spear did nick him on his side, but is not stuck into him.
Oh.
It's on the ground. It clattered to the ground when it...
Alright. In that case...
There's another spear here.
This is my turn.
It is.
5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm going to vault over and pick up my spear.
Okay. Moving through an enemy. Let's see how that...
I think that halves your movement for the space.
So you cannot move through an enemy space unless it is 2 sizes larger than you.
Or you're a halfling and it's medium.
So 2 sides.
2 sizes larger. Yeah.
In which case... let's see.
But you can
There's spears right
move
here.
over to here.
Well, they're arrows, not spears. Morris just hanging out in the corner alone. So how things go with you, little lizard man?
But I'll tell you what. You say you want to step up on the crenellation. Do you want to try to jump over them?
I think that's what he does.
I'll take it. If it doesn't work, then we just get mildly hurt, but they're still on the ground too.
Yeah, so I'll need an acrobatics check.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Whoop.
Nicely done. So as you step up, you vault into the air, and you make it over there. You can see that this thing is trying to claw at you as you move past, but it doesn't reach you, and you are now on the other side.
Whoop. And I pick up my speed.
All right, that will be your action.
Let's see. I know that one of my spells is a bonus action.
Wasn't it a bonus action to pick an item up off the ground?
No, it's a free action.
Well, there's a free action use object, but picking up a spear in a contested space is not necessarily a free.
You gotta like dodge a sword swing and then grab.
Yeah,
and use an item is not a free action, by the way.
The only bonus action that I can use is a healing word, and I think I'm gonna save that.
Okay.
Alright.
The druid that just went over to their side is going to be the center of attention as this goblin swings around and tries to slash with this. Is 12 your actual AC?
It was originally supposed to be 13 with leather armor, but I didn't know where to put the armor.
Oh, okay. So 12 with leather, and then if your dex is 1, that'll be 13. But this thing does manage.
My dex is 2.
Your dex is 2? Okay, so you have a 14, which is a match, which still hits, unfortunately.
Oh.
If it meets, it beats.
So 7. So it gets a nice, clean cut into you.
Oh God, my organs! Everyone okay over there? I'm having a drink here.
But maybe you found a recipient for that healing word spell.
Well, 5, 10. It's Mars's turn, right?
Yes.
Alright, so we got 5, 10, 15. Alright, so I guess this one right here is gonna get a good old bing bong wisdom saving throw. A good old 13. It meets, it beats. He takes no damage, and Mars moves right back here and sucks his thumb. End of his turn.
All right, Trogar, you are currently prone.
Trogar would like to use half his movement to get up, and then he would like to jump onto the 3-foot tall wall. Why not? And do I have to roll anything for a 5-star frog splash?
Yes, you do.
All right. What do I have to roll?
Strength athletics.
Alrighty.
All right.
Crossbody onto a goblin.
Wait, are you doing elbow the people?
You land right onto the goblin.
With all of my 285 pounds plus equipment.
Indeed.
Painful.
So over 350 pounds of weight gets dropped onto this goblin.
All right. It cannot escape. So you are basically on him, kind of in a grapple of some degree. Mm-hmm. But of course, you will get 1 point of unarmed damage plus your strength initially, but he is in grappled condition.
That'll be a total of 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Now suplex him! Oh, God. Maintain wrist control!
That'd be Trogar's turn.
All right, nicely done.
Thank you, Trogar.
Aldrich.
All right. So how difficult is it for me to get over this wall into this open space?
That wall just counts as hazardous terrain or rough terrain, so
Okay.
it'll just take an extra.
Okay, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will.
There's a goblin for you too, Brain. It's underneath Dragonborn.
Well, I kind of want seriously to get hit by this other one again, so I'm gonna take my warhammer and hit the one below seriously.
Okay. Oh,
well, that's murder.
All right, Aldrich, do us the honor of describing this hit.
So yeah, I like barrel over the wall. It's not particularly graceful, but land solidly on my feet and turn towards that goblin and just swing my warhammer up, hit him at the bottom of the chin, and he just gets knocked back into the wall and slides down.
Excellent. All right. Anything else for Aldrich?
No, that is just dandy.
All right. That leaves us with the Druid.
Hey.
Hey, there's prone goblin. Ready for...
Time for vengeance. Okay, what I'm gonna do... What parts of the goblin are exposed?
You see two legs that are just kicking and writhing outside of this massive dragon.
Seriously says, I'm just gonna leave you there. And then cast, where is it?
Druid crafts.
Flower
of crown of flowers.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wound on the wound.
The wound. All right.
Yes.
Any wound?
Whose wound? Your wound, my wound.
How about Mars's emotional wounds?
Oh, nothing's healing that, baby.
My mother ordered my execute now. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, you can just do the die roll if you want to.
Okay, how do I do it?
It's
/ R.
Yeah. I think
1d8.
There's also a toolbar in the top left that has a
Yeah,
a
that has a
D20 on
die.
it.
I think it's / R actually.
Alright. That's 4 plus the 4 spell attack bonus. So...
What's your modifier ability? You have a 18? Or a 16 wisdom. Might be +3.
I remember it.
Probably
it was...
be a +2. Because the max he could have is 15. So
Plus
more
his
like
ratio.
14. Yeah. He's Moon Elf, which is a +2
yeah,
dex,
that's
+1,
good.
2, and
Right.
Oh, it's spellcasting ability modifier, not spell attack bonus.
yeah.
So...
What's your wisdom?
Yeah, it would be +2.
Yeah.
All right, so you get 6. All right. In the meantime, there is a goblin underneath the
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, and it can't really get its sword out, so it
Breathe.
is like nose to your chest. So it's just going to like open its mouth wide
Bite your
and
left
just
nipple.
bite down right into your pec.
Have fun with that.
Don't mess with those goblins, man. They'll bite your nipples off.
I'm wearing scale mail.
Literal Texas steel.
I have scale mail on top of my scale, but that does hit.
All right, so it finds its way in between the
my
scale.
armpit.
Tasty.
And it just bites down for 1 damage.
You now have a filthy disease.
Morris.
Okay, well, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can he vault over the wall, or is 5 feet not enough?
You can stand at the wall if you want and just look down and still see.
Well, he needs to attack.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, Mars is gonna step on over the wall, seeing this pathetic display, and in full defeat, knowing that every time he casts a spell, it just does nothing. So he's gonna pull on out... Well, actually, he's just gonna take his cane, two-handed, and just gonna drive the end of it into this thing's face. Or whatever part of it is available. 14.
All right. So as you kind of do a golf club swing...
No, it's like a
trying
jab.
to get his face. Okay.
It's like the end of
you
this
have to put
cane.
it down in order to get it. You actually hit some of Trogar's armor. And you just hear ting.
Wait, 14? Oh, it has full cover under the Dragonborn, doesn't it?
Well, also it has a 15 AC.
Oh, wow! Okay, now, what is the rule on light weapons? Is it both weapons have to be light for you to attack with a bonus action, or one of them does?
Yeah, and it's a pain to pull out both weapons.
Yeah,
Yes.
alright. Besides, he was
Without
he was two-handed with quarterstaff anyway, so Mar's just gonna end his turn. Moving on.
Okay, Drogar.
Drogar is going to pull out his short sword and slip it underneath himself.
Okay.
Hold this, friend.
And try to plunge it into the goblin
All right.
Stab
who's
himself.
prone on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Go to sleep.
You do. You feel it sink deep into the small creature, and it stops moving completely. And that ends combat. And that also ends the night, folks. Thank you for playing. That was a good
Thank you
time.
for-
We got a few rooms in. Yeah.
Yay!
I did nothing.
So, DM, what was your favorite moment for this night?
I really like the idea of the potion for the owl. It was good fun.
Trogar the genius.
Now go get more spicy water.
I was like,
I tried.
Meepo was pretty powerful when he had.
You didn't try hard
And that
enough
owl
for
can
you.
fly very far.
You're right, I didn't, but Morris was already hungover, getting a little drunk, and sick of this shit, so...
Well, like I said, I do have a hard stop at 11, so I'm going to take off. But thank you guys again for playing, and have a great night.
You
Well,
too.
see you next week,
Me
maybe.
too.
See ya. It was nice playing with all you guys.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fun time.
I did horribly, it was still fun, though.
Alright.
You
Good
can
enough
use
as
it
well.
horrible.
Hey, you speared a goblin. I cast
Yes,
I cast like 8 Toll the Deads and hit one time.
I gotta do a flying crossbody. I'm happy.
Yeah, you did. That was good.
Now I'm next session. I'm going to see if I can turn one of those targets into rope.
Interesting. I have rope. So basically, there's 2 competent adventurers in the form of this dwarf and this dragonborn, the worst, most shit wizard ever, and just some elf who's there for the ride. Bye, everyone.